The off season, there really never is an off season in Division I athletics. But here to talk about the volleyball quote unquote off season is head coach Shane Pinder. And coach, since we talked to you last, how have things been going?
Good. We came through spring and came through healthy, which is always really important. But was able to get some young players out on the floor, playing a lot and training, and felt really good about how we progressed, and excited about the fall.
3 tournaments here in the spring, and all of them littered around the state. How important is it to go out to different pockets of the state and get more exposure for your volleyball program?
Yeah, it's great at these tournaments. It's not as much pressure to play the exact lineup, and so you can take some chances that sometimes in the fall you don't feel comfortable doing. But a lot of great competition. You know, we're surrounded by a lot of great schools, Colonial Athletic Conference, ACC, and so there's a lot of great teams and talent at these tournaments. So it's nice to be pushed, but nice to be able to just do some things again in the regular season you may not take the chance on.
Any particular, I don't want to name individual names, but a particular position you're looking to develop more depth, and how did that go this spring?
Great. Part of it will be coming in the fall through recruiting, but I felt last year we were really good offensively, but we had some key injuries down the stretch that hurt us a little bit. So part of it has been getting healthy. The other part is defensively and serve receive. We tried to get more solid there with the offensive weapons we have coming back. I feel if we can pass the ball more consistently and defend at a little bit higher level, I think we got a chance to have a great season.
Who sets the parameters and the guidelines for these tournaments? Is it the schools hosting the tournament, or how does that come about?
Speaking about spring, yeah. They're done through the college coaches, so sometimes they're done on the campus itself. But more and more, the club associations are putting together tournaments, and they have facilities with about 6 or 8 courts, and so they're inviting teams in. A couple of the tournaments we played this year down at Coastal Virginia and down at Richmond Volleyball Club, they have about 6, 8 courts, and there's usually about 8 or 10, 12 teams, and so it's a little bigger type situation, but so it's done a couple different ways, but through either coaches or the club associations.
Talked about being able to use different lineups and different types of girls in different positions when you look at what you're doing on the court. So when you go into these matches during the spring, what's the philosophy behind them? What do you tell them? Obviously have fun, but as far as competing, what do you try to tell them?
Yeah, competing is the name of the game, trying to compete every point, but a large part of it is trying to learn how to play together and organize and play different situations and just get more consistent, handling the different things coming at you. Our sport's such a game of momentum. It shifts quickly, and there's runs of points. There's no clock, so it's the first one to 25. But a lot of times it's handling that. You can win a first set 25-16 and come back and lose the next one 25-17. I mean, it's that much of a jump. So just handling those emotions is a challenge in itself. So we just try to go out each day, again, with the lineup we had, trying to get a little bit better. I played a freshman setter a lot this spring, and so she got a lot of time out there, which I think is going to help us in the fall. And then we played a couple of people out of their positions due to injuries this off season, and so we were able to see some things again because I was forced to do it. That I wouldn't say I was smart enough. I was forced to, but we saw some people step up in some positions that I didn't really know they could play, and they showed me some versatility. And all in all, I think in the fall it's going to give me some more options.
Speaking of the fall, before we get there, we have the summer months coming upon us. And what are the marching orders for your team and how they get ready for August when training camp comes around?
Yeah, we sat them down with a strength coach. I mean, the spring is a time to get more physical, to work out a lot more, add weight, get stronger, and really skill development. And they work so hard in the spring. We're trying to motivate them to not let it go. You got in such great shape. Don't quit now. Let's keep it rolling. So Coach Williams sat down with them and gave them the workout book for the summer, and so they have a game plan, and they're sending back to me right now their own personal game plans. I like them to write up something as well, some different goals, whether it's jump goals or fitness goals or nutritional goals. And so they kind of, instead of me just dictating everything, I have them send back to me, what's your summer look like? What's your game plan? And you gotta prepare, or prepare to fail is what they say. So it's about preparation, but it's about the buy-in factor. And the next layer to that is getting our upperclassmen to contact the players throughout the summer and take ownership there, and even the incomers that aren't here yet. And so we have a little system set up where they're calling and talking to each other each week, and really just motivating each other and getting them ready to be at the highest level they can be.
All right, Coach, season seems like it's a couple months away, but it's right upon us. So have a great summer. Congratulations on a great spring. I'm sure we'll catch you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
That's head volleyball coach Shane Pinder. I'm Alan York for LibertyFlames.com.